If time travel is possible, why have we not met any time travelers? Well, let's say you do build some sort of portal and you figure out how to fold time and move forward or back along that timeline. Now, would you continue to have your consciousness? Would you continue to have your memories of your past life? Now, let's say you do step through that portal to a point in the past. Would you lose all of your consciousness of your past life, of what you just did? Would you lose all your memories? Would you forget that you were a time traveler in the first place? Now, time travel is one of those very interesting topics that philosophers, scientists, physicians love talking about because it allows us to see life from a new perspective. We can travel back in time and view history right in the flesh. We can picture a world, what the future might look like, all shiny and clean or apocalyptic. We're able to see this whole stretch of, the spectrum of timeline from a new perspective. And this excites a lot of people, but we just don't know enough about space-time, the fabric of it, or how we are here sitting, rotating around the world. There's a lot of theories out there, and a lot of them seem to be right, but it doesn't help us understand about how to actually travel back in time. But it's still so very interesting to think about. Now, I made this sort of TikTok going into time traveling that really got into, do you keep your memories? Do you forget who you are? And a lot of the responses I got were, of course you keep your memories. Of course you understand who you are because you are traveling back in time. You are the one to open the portal. And that's usually what movies depict. When you really think about it, is that truly what happens? Because if you were to rip space-time fabric, if you've seen Interstellar, if you've seen Gravity, you know that space and messing with it do not go hand in hand. Nature will always win. The universe will always encompass misunderstanding. And if you were to rip or build some sort of portal that can allow you to fold time and move through it instantly, there's going to be repercussions. I think losing your memories is like the highest kind of it's like a little flick to the shoulder compared to what space, the universe, nature can actually do, the chaos it can actually bring. But it's still so interesting to think about. Some of the other topics that I touched on is that you move to a different dimension. This is the infinite dimension theory, where there's infinite dimensions, infinite possibilities of situations that can happen to your life. If you take the right path, there's infinite solutions that you would have taken the left path. You would have cut through the middle. You would have gone all the way around. Infinite amount of things. Maybe you didn't even show up to work today. There are infinite things that can happen. And when you travel back in time, you get placed on one of these other dimensions, and either you take over the body that was you in that dimension. Now there are 2 of you in that dimension and 0 in your home dimension. So when we really get down to what is time travel, what actually happens when you time travel, there becomes a lot of theories. There becomes a lot of stories and what ifs, but it's so fun to talk about. Now, when I see time travel, I see chaos. I see destruction, because there's no way you're able to get the amount of energy to rip it open, to control time, to control space, to send yourself to another place instantly. That is another thing that seems very plausible that can happen. Is you step back, you set that date for 300 years ago, and you step into it, you just don't exist anymore. You just fade away as soon as you set in. So time travel brings with it this sort of crazy thoughts that, we can see towards the future. A lot of action movies, Marvel has done it. Comedies like Hot Tub Time Machine have shown just how interesting it can be. One of my favorite shows, Futurama, does a great job because they make fun of things we are doing now. One of the top things I see is they make fun of why do we throw things away, how much trash we use, why we don't recycle more. And it's just these little comedices that make it so funny to almost make fun of our time, or to try to understand a different period in time a little better. But time travel brings with it so much curiosity, so much interesting thoughts that I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. To my left, you can check out some more videos, or you can subscribe. It would help out so much here. We're gonna start doing a lot more videos. We have the podcast. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. There's so much going on here, and I'm so excited to share it all with you. Have a great night, guys. Take care. Peace.